What's up, Loc family? So I wanted to come on here and talk about washing your starter locks. I made a video on Instagram a few days ago just kind of playing around about how some people are uneducated about washing their starter locks. And I got a request to make a video. So I wanted to make sure I gave that to y'all. Honestly, when it comes down to washing your starter locks, it's really preference, it's really per person. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. In my opinion, like, we should all just do what is needed for us, for our scalp, for our hair. So if you can go an entire month without washing your hair, then fine. If you're not bothered by itching or flaking or anything like that, then fine. If you do have problems with itchy or flaky scalp, if you do work out a lot, if you do sweat a lot, then wash your hair. There's no need to be afraid of washing your hair. As long as you take the proper precautions, you'll be fine. What I mean by proper precautions is preparing your hair or preparing your starter locks to be washed, meaning banding or the wave cap method. Those are the two that I have used and that have worked for me. As far as banding goes, banding is the process of braiding your starter locks in sections or braiding them in plaits and then washing your hair with the braids in and allowing your hair to dry with the braids in. Now, if you're gonna do banding and you don't like to dry your hair with a blow dryer, then I would suggest not doing this, because with your hair being in plaits and being wet, it's gonna take a longer time to dry, and air drying just may not dry it thoroughly. And then if it's not dried thoroughly before taking out the plaits, you run the risk of having unraveling, and you also run the risk of having mildew, which can happen if your hair is not dried properly. Another method that I tried was the wave cap method. The wave cap method is mainly for people with shorter locks, shorter starter locks, because what you want to do is you want to put the wave cap on and make sure all of your locks are tucked in, and then you want to wash your hair with the wave cap on. So putting the shampoo on over the wave cap and gently washing with the wave cap on. Rinsing as well. When you're in the early starter lock stages, I would recommend staying away from conditioner, because conditioner is going to reverse your locking process. Conditioner is made to soften your hair, it's made to help detangle your hair, and naturally that's what your hair is doing when it's in the starter lock process, is tangling. So avoid conditioners, I would say, until you're in the more mature stage. I didn't start using conditioner until I was about a year and a half locked. That may vary for some depending on your hair texture. So just be mindful, and like I said in the beginning of the video, do what's best for your hair. If you are not maintaining your locks yourself, some locticians do have a problem with you washing your hair yourself, because they feel them washing themselves can prevent a lot more unraveling than you washing yourself. But I've also came across locticians who encourage it. Like I said, some people can't wait an entire month to wash their hair. When you think about it, your scalp is skin that grows hair out of it, just like your armpits are skin that grow hair out of it, and your private area is skin that grows hair out of it. If those two get dirty, then what do you think is gonna happen with your scalp? So it's just like, wash it if you need to. Do not be afraid to wash your hair. I've also heard a lot of people say that they haven't started their lock journey because they need to wash once a week or twice a week. So that's keeping them from starting their lock journey. And I'm here to tell you that that should not be a reason that you're afraid to start your lock journey. If you need to wash once a week or twice a week, do that. There's different methods that are better for people who need to wash their hair more frequently as well, like 2-strand twists. Starting with 2-strand twists is more of a secure way to be able to wash your hair more. Other than that, unraveling, frizz, having to reinforce starter locks are going to happen regardless, whether you wash or not, obviously depending on texture. but it's very normal to have to reinforce your locks or redo some comb coils or redo some 2-strand twists. Is very common, like it's a normal thing. So don't let feeling like you need to wash your hair frequently, don't let that stop you from embarking on this journey, because either way it goes, you're going to have to reinforce. It's called a journey for a reason. I've also had 2 prior lock journeys before this one. One was with 2-strand twists and one was instant locks. Instant locks worked the best for washing frequently, and obviously that's because your locks are instant. It's a matter of using back combing, using a crochet needle, and just literally forming and creating a lock right then and there. It's instant. So it's a lot safer when it comes to washing your hair more frequently. I personally didn't continue with the instant lock journey because I realized that I needed to feel the journey in its entirety, and I kind of felt like instant locks was cheating in a sense. Please don't take offense to this. If you've started your locks with instant locks, that's just how I felt. I am down for every and any method, but for me, I wanted to feel and experience the journey in its entirety, and I wanted to feel the budding, and I wanted to see the budding, and I wanted to see the frizz, and I wanted to see them just blossom into what they are now. And I felt like the instant locks just kind of cheated me out of that experience. With the 2-strand twists, due to my soft texture, I had a problem with them just looking like old twists, and I just wasn't patient enough for that to kind of go away. So I was around 6 months in, and they just looked like old twists. It seemed like it was going to take a longer time to get rid of that 2-strand twist pattern, which I'm sure it would have just due to my texture. Like I said, texture really does matter when it comes to the method that you choose. This journey that I am on now, I started with comb coils, and the comb coils was the best way for me. It allowed me to experience everything, and I didn't have many problems with unraveling. It seemed like when my hair was in comb coils, it naturally just wanted to lock up. And when it came to washing my hair, banding worked the best for me because my hair was to about here when I started. So with the wave cap method, which I did use sometimes, it was hard to kind of fit all of my hair into the wave cap. So I did banding a lot with my comb coils, and that really helped with the unraveling. Also, the reason why I say not to be afraid to wash your hair in the starter lock phase is because water is literally your best friend. It's going to help your hair lock. Think about when you're a loose natural and you wash your hair. In the water, your hair elongates because it's weighed down by the water. And then when it dries up, you get that shrinkage. So it's causing your hair strands to tangle together. So the more you wash, the more you're putting your hair through that process of elongating when wet and then shrinking back up when dry. It's allowing your hair strands to just tangle together and wrap around together. So don't be afraid of water. I'm telling y'all, you can wash. You don't have to wait for your loctician. If you come across a loctician who's mad at you for washing your hair, find a new loctician because it's basic hygiene. I just want to come on here really quick and fulfill that request on a little bit more information on washing your hair. I'm definitely going to be posting on YouTube again. I kind of took a mad long break, but I'm going to get back on here for y'all. So any other videos you want to see, any other ideas you have for me, or any other topics you want me to get into, drop it down in the comments below, and